Thanks for tuning in to this TGC City Council update. I'm Caitlin Coolidge. This Monday, February 4th, Athens City Council held a regular session meeting and began the meeting with multiple communications from several members. President Nisley began with a notice from the Ohio Division of Liquor Control. The Athenian Carryout, which is located on the first floor of 74th North Court Street, will be changing its name to Athenian Carryout and Deli. President Nisley then shared Police Chief Tom Pyle's expenditures report for the 2018 Law Enforcement Training Fund and Drug Fund. $5,060 was spent last year on 2 personal computers, 1 desk, headsets for officers, and a portable breath tester. Councilmember Peter Costas then took the floor and spoke about the Complete Streets workshop at the Community Center on February 12th from 9 to 1 p.m. that he and Member Crowell will be attending. Next, he spoke about the upcoming Athens Board of Education meeting on February 21st at Athens High School that starts at 6:30 p.m. Lastly, Member Costas then said Athens School Superintendent Tom Gibbs will be at Council on February 25th to give an update on the building plans for Athens City Schools. The mayor reported on multiple street closures and that he will be meeting with the mayor of Huntington, West Virginia to talk about advances they have made with the opioid epidemic and their housing plan for homeless veterans. The meeting then moved on to ordinances for second reading. The first ordinance was the purchase of softening salt for the water treatment plant, which was introduced by Council Member Butler. Next was an ordinance closing East Union Street between Court Street and University Terrace on Saturday, April 6th from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. for the International Street Fair. This was introduced by Council Member Costas as well. After that was an ordinance authorizing the Service Safety Director to enter into an LPA state project agreement with the Ohio Department of Transportation for bridge painting on U.S. State Route 33. This again was introduced by Council Member Costas. Member Fall then introduced an ordinance amending Title 15 taxes, chapter income tax, and Board of Appeal. The last ordinance also introduced by Member Fall was an ordinance granting an easement to Ohio University to permit installation of certain utility conduits on Station Street property. The meeting then went into ordinances for the first reading. Member Reiser introduced the first, which was an ordinance amending the 2019 appropriation ordinance. There will be a decrease in the clerk's computing fund by $19,269, a decrease in the recreation fund by $21,570, and an increase in the judge's computer fund by $9,500 to cover internal administrative costs, and a decrease of $2,500 in the Drug Enforcement Fund equipment line, and an increase by the same amount in the training line to allow an investigator to attend cell phone training. Next was ordinance for staffing levels, which was introduced by Member Reisner. Assistant Director of Public Works Andrew Daugherty has requested an extended military leave of absence. A second position for the Assistant Director will be temporarily filled from March 4th to July 31st of this year. A resolution for second reading was next. City Council approved a suspension of the 3-reading rule and unanimously adopted this resolution to provide city services for the proposed annexation of approximately 0.74 acres located on Hillcrest Drive, and this was introduced by Member Fall. All members then introduced a resolution opposing federal government shutdowns and encouraging the President of the United States and the United States Congress to keep the government open. The meeting was then opened up for citizens to speak. Bolo J. Henderson spoke on behalf of the People's Justice League. He spoke about struggles in finding locations in Athens to host a burlesque show to raise money for the community and the artists that perform in them. President Nisley advised Bolo to talk to city administration. The meeting was then adjourned. If you would like to see the full council meeting, head on over to our Facebook page or YouTube channel. And thanks for tuning in to this TGC Council Update.
Thanks, Caitlin. Well, it's a bit wet out there today, which will continue into tomorrow. The high today is 57, but it will warm up to 67 tomorrow. The rain will go away by Friday, but the warmth will go with it. Friday's high is just above freezing at 33 degrees. Saturday breaks the freezing mark with a high of 32, but the good news is that the sun will be shining. Sunday will be cloudy with a high in the low 40s. We're expecting snow and rain early next week. Monday and Tuesday will be chilly and wet with highs in the low 40s and upper 30s, so make sure to dress appropriately. Thank you for tuning in and have a great week.